The 2022 Ford Ranger Ute has been unveiled with V6 power, more technology and better off-road capability. Here's everything we know ahead of its arrival in Australian showrooms next year. The first new Ford Ranger in a decade has been unveiled, with the option of turbo diesel V6 power for the first time, luxury car interior technology, and the promise of even more off-road capability. Early design work on the new Ford Ranger started in 2016 in Ford Australia's design studio before being signed off 2 years later. Although the Ford Ranger is sold in 180 countries and built in 5 overseas factories, it was developed in Australia with input from Ford's global design and engineering teams. Ford says it has conducted more than 5 million kilometres of testing in harsh off-road conditions, as well as the daily grind, and in temperatures ranging from -40 degrees to +50 degrees Celsius. It tested prototypes in deserts in the Middle East and the US, and on ice in Europe and New Zealand. With the covers finally off, the Ford Ranger has revealed a bold new look that brings the global ute closer in appearance to the iconic Ford F-150 pickup in the US. Ford says the external body dimensions, bumper to bumper and mirror to mirror, are similar to today's vehicle, but the wheelbase has been stretched by 50mm between the dashboard and the front axle, and it has a 50mm wider footprint. Under the sheet metal is more power from a range of 3 engines, including the option of a turbo diesel V6 paired to a 10-speed auto and on-demand all-wheel drive, as well as single turbo and twin turbo 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel engines. The ageing 3.2-litre 5-cylinder turbo diesel that has been a staple of the Ford Ranger for the past 10 years has been consigned to the history books. All new Ford Rangers come with an 8-inch widescreen digital instrument display and a choice of 2 large infotainment screens, a 10-inch and a 12-inch, similar to those used by Tesla, Volvo and Subaru, are available depending on the model. Wireless phone charging pads are fitted to high-grade models, and there are now rear air vents for backseat passengers. While the full lineup is due next year, Ford has unveiled Workhorse XL and XLS variants, the middle-of-the-range XLT, and the flagship Wildtrak. A new model called the Ranger Sport is designed to fill the gap between the XLT and Wildtrak. The new generation Ford Ranger Raptor performance pickup is yet to be unveiled and is still about a year away from showrooms. The new Ford Ranger lineup has been designed to reflect changing customer tastes as utes increasingly become dual-purpose work and play vehicles and replace SUVs in domestic driveways as family cars. Highlights for the 2022 Ford Ranger include over-the-air Wi-Fi updates, similar to Tesla electric cars and some other automotive brands, for engine management and infotainment systems, a full suite of advanced safety technology, 4-wheel disc brakes on high-end models, space for a second battery under the bonnet as per the current generation Toyota Hilux, ultra-bright puddle lamps under the side mirrors and side steps to illuminate the ground when camping or changing a tyre in darkness, a step wedge in the lower section of each rear fender to make it easier to step up and reach into the ute tray rather than balancing on top of a rear tyre, a 360-degree camera on high-end models to give drivers a forward-facing camera view for off-roading, similar to Land Rover and Range Rover, and the front wheels have been pushed further forward for better stability on-road and better clearance off-road. The tow bar is positioned higher and out of the way, and the rear suspension has been redesigned for better stability when towing or unladen. Ford promises significant improvements to wheel articulation, and engineers have hinted the new Ranger will be close to or better than category benchmark Toyota Hilux in this regard. The new ute tray is 50mm wider than before, so it can fit a pallet between the wheel arches. The tailgate has a built-in ruler, cup holder recesses, and clamping points to secure building materials when being cut. The ute bed has divider locators so customers can personalise tray storage. The overall height of the new Ford Ranger is said to have grown slightly due to taller profile tyres, with a range of 17-inch, 18-inch and 20-inch wheel and tyre packages available. Although the engine lineup has been revealed, Ford is yet to disclose power outputs. and media preview drives aren't due until later this year or early next year. But for now, there's a lot of information to unpack. To find out more and to follow the Ford Ranger's journey, go to Drive.com.au and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future updates. And please hit like if you've enjoyed this video.